What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peach Basement Show. I'm alive! Look, I survived the Carolina Reaper. We got Dark Horse's Aliens, Life and Death, Hellboy in the BPRD 1954, The Black Sun, DC's Cyborg, Raven, and Trinity, IDW's Revolution and ROM Revolution, Image's 7 to Eternity. We've got The Wicked and Divine 1831. We've got Udon's Street Fighter Swimsuit Special and Valiant's Britannia. We got some fucking awesome bombs from the shadow, and we're going to talk about Ghost Rider. So grab some whiskey. See you after the credits.
There's Ghost Rider.
You really have no idea. Like, I'm going to tell you this much. I thought it was going to be cool. I figured, all right, like, I was apprehensive about Robbie Reyes when the character first appeared in the comics. Mm-hmm. And within, like, the first maybe 2 issues, I was like, yo, he's fucking cool. Like, all right, I'm with this. And so I was not amongst the naysayers when I found that he was going to be on S.H.I.E.L.D.
I've said my only complaint with it was the art didn't match the story.
Right.
That was the only
That's right.
complaint.
We talked about this a while back.
Yep.
Was it should have been darker instead of so cartoony.
Yep.
But he was an awesome character. And there's no way I could have been any more thrilled with that opening sequence. Holy shit, like, I was fanboying hard when this fucking thing appeared.
Yeah.
Like, the car is just on there, revving out.
Ass.
Oh, well, Chloe's ass was just ridiculously amazing. Let me tell you, that move to 10 o'clock is really doing wonders for this show already. Holy shit. I mean, the opening 2 seconds, she's getting dressed, and there's just ass in fucking, like, little underwears and everything. Oh, she's so fucking cute. Yeah, Red Lantern, that ass. Damn, yo.
That ass, though.
And then the fucking... The car comes out, the big-ass blower right on top, man. This is a 69 Charger. This is the exact same car as the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes, except black.
All jet black.
Show too.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I missed that.
When she's asking for spare parts for her car, and he's like, nah, because that's also the Charger from General Lee, so that's what's hard to find parts. And the guy sends her to his shop.
Right. Okay. So I just missed a little piece of that dialogue.
Yeah.
How was the kid who played Robbie?
It was good, yo.
Yeah,
it was. You know what? Like, when I saw the pictures of him, I'd never seen him in anything else, so I'm just going by what I saw.
Who was it?
His kid Gabriel Luna.
Okay.
I thought he was going to have, like, a bit of a high voice. I don't know why. He just looks like he had one.
Like a squeaking.
Yeah. But, yo, he sounded like a straight-up mechanic. Like, he was fucking good, man.
He was on True Detective. Season 1 or Season 2?
And I loved the way they treated the character, and with that, like, whole split personality thing when he's interrogating one of the neo-Nazi guys in the biker gang or whatever, that and he was like, you know, where's the warehouse? Where are you guys holed up? And he's like, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. And it's like, you could tell me, or you could tell him.
Metal?
Yeah.
It's the metal face?
The transformation was so spot on. Like, the flames come up, and this was the best Ghost Rider I've ever seen on screen.
No. Better than Nick Cage?
Totally.
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
How great were the graphics? Not for nothing.
For
a TV show?
It's beyond, like, you could actually compare it to, like, some movies.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like, okay, if it's no.
The only thing I thought that got a little bit cheesy was the whole big flip of the car in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, all right, that's like some straight up 1995 CGI, but after that, shit was just on point. Flames all out from the sides and everything.
Probably have a certain car budget, they didn't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Because you don't just replace that car.
You do not. That's a fucking $40,000 car.
No, you don't.
Especially with an engine like that running around.
God, yes.
I mean, the blower alone is about $4 or $5 grand. And you can't put a blower on that on a stock engine, so I guarantee that fucker's bored out to about 600 horsepower.
I'm just wondering if they're going to keep up the quality of graphics.
I really hope so, because now we found out that Ghost Rider. I expected Ghost Rider to show up a couple of episodes and be done with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
very pleased to say that he is a regular on the show for this season. Yeah.
I might have to watch it this season now.
You can just jump right on. There's no need to go backtracking through the last 3 seasons.
That car against Lola flying and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's gotta happen. That's got to happen.
You know, they mentioned Lola's having issues.
Yeah. Probably because people would be saying the same shit, like, yo, send Lola after the car.
Maybe Robbie fixes it.
There you go.
Robbie does fix it. Because he's got to be a good guy after a while.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, as good as a Ghost Rider could be.
Did you read all of Ghost Rider?
No, it was only 12 issues, I know.
Yeah. No, I mean, really, ultimately, it comes down to he's doing everything for his brother, his younger brother.
Yeah.
The one in the wheelchair. I didn't watch the episode, so I don't know what they showed.
And they basically did it exactly right. He's taking care of his brother. They show him at the end. The only difference is his brother's in a wheelchair, but he's not mentally handicapped in this one.
Okay.
He's just. It looks probably like. I'm guessing they're gonna play a revenge angle.
I don't think
he was a little.
I don't think so.
No, I thought he was.
No,
He
was playing with like toys and shit. Maybe
he was a kid.
Was that it? Maybe because I thought he was like older, but
no, he's just a
I
kid.
don't think he was those yellow bushes.
I wasn't sure.
So,
but it looks like they're gonna play like a revenge angle here. Like he got hurt by one of these biker gangs.
well,
maybe that's why he's in a
his
wheelchair.
origin.
Oh, that's a question.
Man, no.
Okay.
Who is the woman ghost spirit supposed to be?
Yo, we don't know. We have
have
no
no
idea. We have tried to
This
do as
is
much
straight
digging
up.
as possible. No one knows yet, and everybody's being pretty fucking tight-lipped about it.
We have an idea.
We have a suspicion, but we have no confirmation on this. This is just a theory.
This is just us. Because we did confirm, excuse me, that,
Hey. Pete just assumes everybody in a wheelchair is a retard.
we bombed that Satana's being developed for this TV
Right.
series. For this season.
Really?
And she's the daughter of the devil.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And we did hear that Mephisto is going to be name dropped on this season.
That
Yeah, I
alone
heard about
is so
that.
sexy.
Yeah.
But we have no idea who this chick is yet.
Now, do you think, because, like, I feel like S.H.I.E.L.D. was weak in the sense of, like...
Oh, the first 3 seasons
No,
were
but what I'm saying is-
basura.
No, yeah,
kind of.
but if you think about it, do you think the moving to the time slot is also a reason why they feel like they can start introducing
Yes.
all of these
Yeah.
characters?
Yes. It's
Huh.
got such a darker tone. Even aside from Chloe's ass, I mean, there's blood spraying everywhere. Ghost Rider's killing motherfuckers.
Even his transformation is kind of, his
Violent.
face burns off,
Yeah.
melts away. It's kind of gross.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, honestly, like, I watched the first 3 seasons mostly out of loyalty.
For Satana. Satana. Oh, Satana.
Satana.
Satana we're talking about, not Satana.
I watched the first 3 seasons out of loyalty to the genre. Chloe Bennett was hot. Ming-Na Wen is hot. The other British chick is hot. But now is when I can really turn around and say,
still there?
There he is.
Okay. Like now is when I'm saying you need to watch S.H.I.E.L.D. and just pick up right at this season. There's no reason to backtrack. This season, just from episode 1 alone, this is what episode fucking 1 season 1 should have been.
Shut up, Jeff.
Superheroes.
Just mentioned that there might be a Punisher crossover.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
Right.
Yes.
Let's just bring out the first bomb from the shadow then.
Right?
Bomb.
We have it on some pretty damn good authority that, thanks to our boy the Shadow, we found out that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season finale will have Frank Castle tracking down Ghost Rider.
John Barenthal.
John Bernthal will be on Agents of
So,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
how-
and this is going to spin off into his Netflix series.
Going Netflix to ABC, back to Netflix.
Yep.
Damn.
And let Netflix then be the stepping stone to the movies.
Yeah.
To the crossover in the movies.
Nice.
Yeah. Because
Kind of be awesome.
one of the things that, one of the reasons that Chloe is after the Ghost Rider is there are reports of these mysterious deaths, and they seem to be innocent people. Like, he killed a teacher.
Yeah.
And she's like, you killed that teacher. He was a pedophile.
The cop.
He was crooked. But there's no reports on that in the news. So as far as she's concerned, and as far as Frank is going to be concerned, this guy's a villain. He's killing innocent people.
Right.
And you know how Frank feels about that.
But a spirit of vengeance knows these things.
Right.
That's when he had the opportunity,
To kill her, he didn't.
stopped, and he just. But that was awesome. You just see his face, just looking at her. I was like,
It's like, man, I really want to, but I won't.
Shit.
Now, there's one thing we should really bring to light, just in case any of you out there are unfamiliar with this Ghost Rider. This is not a spirit of vengeance. This is
No.
quite the fucking opposite.
Yes.
This is the...
Don't give it away. Let people see.
Okay.
Don't give it
All
away.
right. I mean, they gave it away in the comics.
No, I know.
Okay.
But for the people who, might be
Okay.
watching that haven't read the comic, it
All right, fair enough.
Let them-
let it happen.
let it
We'll
happen.
let
there
it
wasn't
happen.
a lot of issues.
It was only 12.
was only 12.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was good. I mean, honestly, I mean, and you and I were both Dan Ketch fans.
Very much so.
I mean,
yeah, same here.
I thought Dan Ketch was great, and I was like, you know what, I'll give this kid a shot, and, you know.
Glad I did.
Yeah.
I was not so turned off by the car as I thought I was going to be. I'm not so much like he needs to have a motorcycle purist because, as we've seen throughout Ghost Rider's history, there have been other conveyances.
Yes.
Yeah. The original Ghost Rider was Western.
Fucking horse, yeah.
It was a horse. It was a horse.
But yeah, this is not the typical spirit of vengeance.
What kind of storyline should the Punisher TV series have?
Just kill a bunch of fucking mafia motherfuckers. I don't care. I just want to see blood and guts, and I would really like to see somebody's interest tied to a tree. Danny Ketch is the 1990s Ghost Rider.
The second, well, technically the third Ghost Rider, but if we're going Johnny Blaze is the first Ghost Rider, Dan Ketch was the second one.
He had the armor plated on.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that one too. Yeah,
that was great.
But,
dope as fuck.
But technically, the very first Ghost Rider is the guy on the horse, but he doesn't have his own comic.
There was also
in the 60s,
but that's not the same Ghost Rider. That the white one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is that the Spirit of Vengeance?
No,
I didn't think so.
Different Ghost Rider.
Totally different character. Laura Convert, I really hope Samuel L. Jackson does make another appearance on this season.
It's been absent so long.
Yeah, it's been a while. We need to get a couple more movie stars onto the show. Let's get Captain America in here somewhere, being that he's a fugitive now. I think that would kind of make sense, because Chloe's a fugitive. I think, maybe we can get a little fucking team-up action going there.
The pill she stole from S.H.I.E.L.D. What's up with that?
I don't know. Some sort of bone healing thing?
Uh-huh.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Interesting, isn't it? You need to sit down and watch this series, this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because, and let's just give them bomb number 2.
Go for it.
Somebody else is going to show up in the season finale. Thanks to the Shadow, we found out that there's a vampire loose in L.A.
Oh, does that mean what we think it means?
Yes, it does.
Wesley Snipes sharpens up the fangs, and Blade's coming.
Isn't he too old to play him at this point, though?
Well, he's a vampire, so they don't age.
Well, I'm going to say something. Black don't crack.
Denzel Washington still
exactly
40.
Isn't he supposed to have a daughter in the comic books?
Yes, they're bringing the daughter into the Netflix series.
Okay.
Because as we've told you guys before on previous bombs, Netflix is going to house the Rise of the Midnight Suns, which is going to be Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Blade, and several Johnny Hellstorm.
Yeah.
Damon Hellstorm. What the fuck is this asshole's name?
Damon Hellstorm.
Thank you.
Yes.
And a bunch of those other guys. So we'll see what happens with that. Either way, this is a good time to be watching S.H.I.E.L.D.
So you happy to see Wesley back, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Ramon?
I love the Blade series, with the exception of 3.
I do too. I'm going to wait and see, though. It's been such a long time since he's played the character.
Yes, Wesley Snipes for 1 episode on TV. Vegetable Tube, 1 episode. Season finale,
I don't want
quick cameo appearance.
A full season of him, though.
No. Just
I don't know if I want
quick appearance, and that's it. Let it spring off to Netflix.
Yeah.
And done.
Have a hot daughter, too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It'd be cool if the daughter stays as a mainstay.
It's funny you mentioned that, David. More on that at a later date.
Oh, no, we just got an okay from
We got the okay?
Yes.
Okay. The vampire that Blade is hunting down is Morbius.
There we go.
Huh. That'll be fun.
Thank you, Shadow. We were going to hold on to that one for next week, but we got the okay.
Well, it's about time that they're bringing in all these bigger characters.
He better pay the taxes on the paycheck he gets. Seriously.
So true.
Oh, man. So, what was book of the week?
For me?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're all in agreement here.
Me and Rich are on Raven. I am going to say straight up, Raven is book of the week for me.
I laughed out loud a number of times reading that book.
It's a fun read.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a fun read. There, okay. One of my favorite moments in the whole book is when she goes and starts living with her aunt, right, in the family, right, and they're sitting down to have dinner, and they say grace. And they say
it's
grace
Raven sitting there like,
Raven.
What the hell have I gotten myself into? Oh,
yep.
I mean, it's just like moments like that, or like when her cousin is like, she's like, "Do you always wear black?" She's like, "Black. Yes, I like black. Black is black. I like black."
Goes with
black goes with everything.
Black. Yeah. Right. It's just, it's very playful in that way, which I thought was really great, and
it did a good job of introducing the characters, kind of the status quo.
But
David Peralta said, "Props to Marv Wolfman, who's back to writing."
Oh, that was him writing on that? Yeah, okay, well then that makes sense.
Yeah. And like, once again, it gives enough of a cliffhanger at the end where it's like, oh,
what's
I'm
gonna
intrigued.
happen next?
I have a question.
One of the series.
What?
It's only 6 issues.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I was wondering why they didn't bother with a DC Rebirth though, like Raven Rebirth or something.
Nobody really asked for her own series, so maybe depending on the popularity of this,
maybe they'll bring maybe they'll bring her into Titans.
I mean, God knows. I mean, at this point, I prefer her over the next book I'm going to review.
Yes.
Cyborg.
I have a question though. Before we get to that, in the opening sentences, Tim Drake is dead.
Yeah. What?
That recently happened. He's not dead.
He's comic book dead.
No, not even comic book dead.
He's only
boom, and he was teleported somewhere else where the villain is holding him hostage.
Oh.
So everybody else thinks he's dead because he should have been dead. But
so
it's not dead.
It's not like Princess Bride dead, where he's kind of mostly dead. But if he gets a big pill that's coated in chocolate, drop it in, he comes back to life.
1, well done.
No.
2, no.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think they'll do it? It take him.
Yes, he's alive.
Okay.
But everybody's acting like he's dead, including spoiler and Matt.
So, in other words, Nightwing, Dick Grayson's back because everyone thought he was dead. So now Tim Drake is kind of
that's why.
So is he working for Spiral now too, or
he's in a cage?
Okay. Oh, the Red Robin's in a cage.
Well,
you're having a lot of fun with
Yeah.
Cyborg.
That was about as bland as you could possibly.
I gotta be honest. I didn't like the Rebirth issue enough that I didn't bother to read this one.
Yeah, you were the one that complained about it. All right.
Yeah, I just
I don't
did
think
not.
I'm reading number 2.
Why would you?
I wouldn't go back.
It's just
It's very cliche and boring.
Yes.
Very cliche.
Like, you know he's gonna have a romantic issue with this girl, but it's not gonna work out. So he's not gonna bother.
But it's like, okay.
Who the fuck is the guy in the hood though?
Old man Cyborg? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned like, is Cyborg really Cyborg, or is it all dude machine? And the fact that the old man in the hood looks like a worn out, burned out Cyborg, it's like kind of lends credence to the whole theory that his father has.
I have a question. Please don't die. You all right?
Yep.
Good. I have a stupid question here.
Yes.
And I'm asking this
That's tree.
as a white dude. Is this book an excuse to have a black character in his own title?
I would say a bit.
It kind of seems it because it seems a bit forced.
It really
of all characters to throw from the Justice League, and I'm not denying his place in the Justice League because I like how he is, like he's their intelligence gatherer and everything, and he's basically like a super oracle.
Yeah.
I can't see him in his own book. I don't get it.
Well, the problem with me with this book is it didn't bring anything new to the table, really, except for, I go with, maybe the wanting to know who the hooded person is, right? But, it's the same, it's the same bullshit. Like, his father's not sure about him, right? Daddy issues, right? They leave the thing to go have ice cream, right? Daddy issues.
Humanity issues.
Right,
He stops the robbers or whatever.
Right? It felt so...
Paint by numbers.
I would love to see a great Cyborg comic, but I don't think this was it. It really wasn't.
No. Very much missed the mark.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Art was nice.
Yeah.
Art was beautiful.
Art was nice.
Which is a shame when you get beautiful art in a terrible story.
It does suck because, we fielded the question many times.
They're going
is
to
it
add
terrible
a
or is it
cyborg?
just because we're so, we're not young. So we've been in the industry to one extent for the last couple of decades at least. So this shit is very bland for us.
True.
But to a new reader, is it something
To a new reader, it's more, okay, this is cool, I can get into it.
Maybe.
But you would have to be like a brand new reader.
Yes, you have to be recent. But with the movie coming out...
You're probably going to get that.
Yeah.
But the movie is how long until, was it another 2 years before it comes out?
Yeah, but the DC freaking ads and shit are all over the place.
I know.
God, they're fucking bombarding us.
But yeah, not nowhere near enough to come back for a number 2 issue.
No, yeah, I agree.
Do we want to stay with DC then?
Yeah, let's just finish it off. Trinity.
Gorgeous art.
Beautiful.
Francis Manapul is
oh
awesome.
my god.
I don't know why he had fucking Flash.
I only have one question,
he's doing his own thing, which is awesome. I understand why he left it, but...
I don't think it felt like a number 1. At all.
No, it really wasn't. It was a number 1 for this, but this story, this concept has been building in the pages of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and Justice League.
Justice League, yeah.
And mostly Justice League, because this is the Superman from our DC universe. Right. This is pre-crisis. This is not post-crisis, pre-infinite New 52 Superman.
I was just thinking, dude.
All of a sudden, we should have Pete standing there, pull down the board, and then he's pointing.
Like a fucking weatherman. What the fuck?
No, it's so true, though. I was literally just thinking that, and then Ramon said it.
Okay, so this is pre-New 52, post-crisis Superman. He's married to Lois Lane. He's got a fucking kid, which I can't stand, but whatever, I'll bite. And this is Batman and Wonder Woman of the New 52 world coming to meet this dude. Like, we were friends with the guy that's dead. You're kind of him.
More than friends in some cases.
More than friends in some cases.
Nice.
That was I did like that touch.
Stop looking at me. I'm not interested.
Okay,
right.
I know you probably threw up a little bit when Clark and Bruce put baby John, little kid John to bed.
We got to do the whole, like, oh, they're sleeping, they're cute thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're both dads.
Technically. So I going back to that, I did like the, stop looking at me, bitch, I ain't interested in your man, and if I was interested in your man, I would take your man.
Pretty much.
No, you know what this felt a lot like?
Because she's probably just looking like, damn tits, though. Damn.
She brought a boar to dinner.
Yeah.
That
was great.
That was what, by the way, did you notice his, what he said? And is that a boar on my stoop?
Yep, that was funny.
Stoop. That's not a stoop. That's a porch. They don't make stoops in Kansas, but nonetheless, stoop. Whoever wrote this is clearly from Brooklyn. I'm just saying. It was Francis Manapul. I don't know where he's from, but at the very least, he's got Brooklyn friends.
I haven't read it yet, Jeff. I usually read the DC books like tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, it's mostly number ones and any other like major stories that we're keeping up with. I am keeping up with Flash, just as a little side note.
Oh, I'm keeping up with everything.
I'm a little behind on Flash.
Rebirth is really fucking good.
It really is. It really is. Except for little like hiccups like Cyborg and shit. But
yeah. Well, I mean, everything's nothing's perfect.
Flash has been great. Green Arrow has been
great.
Good.
Aquaman's good.
Aquaman's good.
Wonder Woman is good if you could keep track of it. It's good.
So you just gotta like separate them, evens and odds, and you just read them that way. Because that alternating story shit.
Cool with the Supermans.
I'm not reading the Supermans.
I didn't pick up any. I haven't been picking up Batman either.
Batman's good.
Yeah.
Ayo, Mr. Big Geek hit us up last week, and we answered the first part of his question, but we didn't talk about the last part. I said JR's art, or lack thereof, on Batman All-Star is absolutely garbage.
I dropped it.
I mean, that Killer Croc in issue 2 was so horrendous that I actually threw up in my mouth a little bit. I just could not finish the book. Please tell me it's a short run for him, please.
I can't stand JR.
After issue 1, I was like, no.
But I like the story, so I'm forcing my way through it.
I can't.
Well, the Alfred thing.
I want to. I have to see where it's going. I have to know. No, because if it's going to be stupid, then I want something that I like to get angry.
I know
he's going to have a special episode of just
ranting.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Pete both like.
Pete hates comics.
It's coming to that. It's coming to that. Although like I said, I do really want to see where, because I trust Snyder, with the exception of that whole 3 Jokers thing, which is fucking stupid. I want to see where he's going with it. However,
hold on, let me
based on Pete Hates Comics, Mr. Big Geek concludes with thanks for the recommendations on Skyborn and Animosity, both awesome books.
JR, his art. Would you say he's getting to Liefeld level of bad?
He's just, it's like he doesn't care anymore. There seems to be something with artists when they get older. I mean, even Jim Lee, fucking saintly Jim Lee, is just a little too sketchy now.
He pisses me the fuck off.
Like, just now.
He phones it in.
Yes, good. I like that expression. I really do.
And what is he working on?
I don't know.
Suicide Squad?
Is that what he's doing now?
Yeah, and Scooby.
Yeah.
I like his work on Scooby.
What happened to his whole fucking catalog in Wildstorm? Where are those characters? Way to just drop your whole fucking company into obscurity, you fucking racial slur bitch.
How do you really feel?
And then you follow the motherfucker on Instagram and there's no art. It's just stupid shit he's doing with his family. Really?
Yeah. Really?
Really? I'm like, oh my god. There's no fucking art!
Well, okay. Well, maybe you should have two accounts.
You should. Yeah, you should.
I know.
I'm all
out
for
of all the years I've been coming on here, I've never seen him get that mad.
Right?
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he's my favorite artist, and then he's disappointing me.
You know who is fun to watch, follow on Facebook? McFarlane.
He is fun to watch. He really
he does. Have you seen his videos that he posts?
Yeah.
He's actually quite fun to watch. Like this is a funny thing. My favorite thing that McFarlane does when he's on the Periscope, actually, right, and he posts them to Facebook, is he like makes little sound effects when he draws. He's like, and I'm like, it's like little word bubbles.
That's cool. He has fun.
Shut Up Jeff said the Libra Mio covers on Suicide Squad have been great and he should do his own book. If you're a fan of his stuff, you should check out the DC graphic novels that
he does.
Was it
Luther?
Luther, Lex, what the fuck? Oh, it's just called Luther, right? Or Lex? Something like that?
One of those, so yeah.
There's the Batman book.
He did a couple of them, just one title.
It's just called Joker, I think. Yeah.
Suiciders, he did that.
Suiciders is great. They're in their second series now, and I find lately I'm just enjoying non-superhero books so much more because there's so much less drama to it. I feel like fucking superhero books are like high school bullshit where I have to deal with who likes who hates who's cheating on who.
It's because you're getting older.
I guess so.
No, but
I think I'm kind of a jaded cunt right now. Like,
but we do like Archie.
I love Archie, and that is high school bullshit.
But you going into
its
bullshit.
Dude, I never in my life thought that I would be reading an Archie book.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And Mark Waid is, like, he must have teenage kids who he just watches. Or he's a stalker and watches teenage kids.
No, he just walks around and follows them around.
Whatever. The book is so good. It has teenage angst down to a fucking science. To the point when you read it, you feel young again.
I'd probably read it and just be like, wow, this dude is like, he's sitting in my class.
It's 12 issues. I don't think at this point I could recommend you an ongoing series more than Archie.
Really?
Seriously.
You might want to check out Afterlife of Archie.
Oh, I know. I've heard. I've heard the only good things.
I think Josie the Pussycat comes out next week.
Yeah.
I think. But it's coming out soon, and I'm looking forward to it. That's how good the fucking Archie books are.
A final word on Trinity. As far as the story goes, it's like it's Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman rekindling a friendship. The artwork will definitely carry you through any hiccups in the story.
Here's my thing. Can I do one last thing on that?
Of course you can.
So I felt like that should have been like issue 6 instead of issue 1. Like issue 1 through 5 had give us like build up into a battle, boom.
Like them all, Jeff.
Afterwards,
I think the point is
kind of the valley of it.
I think it's supposed to be a transition because they were like re-meeting him for the first time, kind of thing.
There's going to be a lot of talking in this book and probably not too much action. I think the action will take a backseat to, like I said, rekindling the friendship or building a friendship.
Then they need to do something more with the story then.
Oh,
the characters rather, because right now I'd have to say those characters.
It's a little flat.
Yeah, it was very flat.
I'm hoping Batman and Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
Shut Up Jeff asked, are we only reading the main title of Archie, not Jughead and Betty and Veronica? Jughead, I'm like okay with. I enjoy it. I read it out of loyalty. It's not my favorite. I thought the first issue of Betty and Veronica was phenomenal, and I can't wait for issue 2.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, that was all Adam Hughes. Like, drew the whole shit. And
which says a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's notoriously late.
But I liked the aside. I liked the fact that it was narrated by the fucking dog.
Yeah.
And like when I first read I read the opening page and I'm like, this is narrated by the fucking dog. Are you kidding me? And then as you go through it, you're like, this is narrated by the fucking dog. Like I don't know how he does it, but
you got a good tone to it.
Spot fucking on. Really, really well done. Speaking of really well done, as always, Mike Mignola kills it with Hellboy and the BPRD.
Yeah.
I am enjoying that, watching the years go up. I think this started with 1952.
Yeah,
if I'm not
his
mistaken.
first mission was 1952.
Yeah. It says this is number 11 in a series. This is like almost like Hellboy year 1 or just like... And it's just him getting started. Do you notice in this issue he says, when you've been in the field as long as I have, like, motherfucker, you're working 2 years. 2 fucking years. Get a grip on yourself. But this is all
racism in this book.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yep.
Because
not that we like racism on the Peach Basement
it's
Show.
Out there,
we hate everyone equally. But
yes, we do.
This is the 1950s, and they brought a black dude to the Arctic where there's 6 fucking white guys. And
European white guys too.
Yeah. It's like, I didn't know you was bringing a colored.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Racism funny, prejudice not so much.
I actually found the other way around.
The other way
Prejudice
around?
funny,
There
racism
we go.
not so much.
Okay, that works.
The only thing about this Hellboy series is you need to it's not jump on friendly because it's continuing, even though it's each one is a mini series.
That's the problem with Dark Horse.
Yeah,
and anything related to Magnolia.
this is
I'm
all
continuing.
continuing.
It's another book we're going to talk about later. I will also say that.
That's a huge. Okay, you're right.
Huge problem on that.
So
Go ahead.
Simply put, if you're enjoying Hellboy, you will like this, but you're going to have to get all the other Hellboy and the BPRDs to really fully understand it.
Again, this is just 11th issue, so it shouldn't be that problem, especially they're collected.
Right.
Yeah. So
what's up with Aliens, Life and Death?
Ugh.
Aliens, Life and Death. Okay, that's a number 1.
Yes.
but it's not.
But it's a
number one.
part 9 of 17, but it's a number 1.
Is it part 9 of a series or it's issue 9 of 17?
Oh, well, let's put it this way. On the front cover, it says part 1 of 4. And then you flip the first page, and it goes part 9 of 17. And I'm like...
We lied.
Yeah, pretty much. And the other thing I'm going to say is this, is if you've watched Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection, you've read this entire book. It was a greatest hits. And not done well. Like, down to dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
There's
There's
like...
even. Yeah, there's like total like rehash of actual scenes from the movies and like it.
But you are like a huge Alien fan.
Yeah,
like
I posted that picture that I just
you
drew.
yeah, you have the fucking whole like movie. Like you would be the one to recognize the repeat of the dialogue. Yeah, I would not.
No, there was times where it's like this one guy's like, "Yo, man, that was like the badass of badassery." I'm like, "All right, what the hell? Not Hicks, Hudson." Hudson from Aliens. And I'm like, all right there, Hudson. And then there's another one where that's like Vasquez with the friggin' smart guns plowing shit. And I'm like, oh, that's like the beginning of the movie when they get their friggin' asses kicked.
I want to go back to that drawing that you made, which for you YouTubers is popping up on screen right now.
Yes.
You didn't notice that you shaded this motherfucker to look like the Venom symbiote?
That's the body, man.
I understand, but you saw it after I mentioned it, right?
After you said it, I was kind of like, oh yeah, okay. Now
you have to do that.
I am. I've actually already started thinking about the poses of what I'm going to do with it.
I honestly like the alien symbiote and the Predator together. That's ridiculous.
Well, what about even doing like? Could you imagine an alien, a xenomorph, with the symbiote on it? Or
I was trying to make things fair with the Predator.
No, imagine that. Could you friggin' imagine that, man? But the Predator though will also look friggin' ridiculous with the symbiote.
I can't believe like nobody's ever decided like let's just do this.
Yeah.
How about both of them are symbiotes. One's the black one, Predator, and the red one is the aliens.
Carnage. Interesting.
And it's blood red little things skittering all over the walls coming at you.
Could you imagine?
I would shit my pants.
Thor NYC said Rich is a great artist.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go with 7 to Eternity from Image Comics.
Okay.
This is complicated.
It is.
Very. That was
but I enjoyed it immensely.
The easy part is the art's fucking gorgeous.
Yep.
I couldn't... Did Jeremy, like... That's Jeremy Opeńa, right?
Yeah.
Did he, like, all of a sudden just, like, take steroids or something?
I don't know, like, he evolved. He reached Nirvana or some shit.
Yeah.
He, like, this is me now, bitches. Suck it. And, oh my God.
I'm sitting there, like, I'm looking at this shit, and I'm going, like, wait, this is the same guy from Uncanny Avengers?
I'm like...
There's no way this is the same guy. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This is the same guy. I'm like, there's no way this is the same fucking guy. It's either that, or it goes back to, like, once again, you got these... I'm sorry, you got these editors who sit there and go, like, no, we want you to draw like this guy.
Or he's under such a... such a tight schedule that he's got it. Like maybe he took his time with this.
Yeah,
and was actually like, able to do it right.
Maybe it could be any number.
Yeah, this has been announced for a while, months and months. We've been seeing.
Yeah,
Speaking, they have been advertising the shit out of this, which is why I was really glad that it was good, because a lot of times when they do advertise books in comic books, and you just see the ad constantly, and then you read it and it's just so unfulfilling.
Yes, that's true. That is so true.
This one. Speaking of the art, I don't know if I'm the only one who made this comparison, but it's going to pop up on screen right now for you guys. There was the scene where the girl and her father were hunting that wild boar, the big ass
very
thing,
beginning, yeah.
and it starts to walk at them.
Yep.
Did anybody else think of Peter Beagle's fucking Red Bull at that point from the Last Unicorn?
No, I didn't.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
Fuck,
I'd have to say it's been 30 years probably
I thought
since
of,
I've seen it.
It's one of my favorite animations. I kind of
on
watch it every
Netflix.
couple of years.
Ooh.
It is. It's on
Yeah.
Netflix.
I thought of Thulsa Doom's serpent.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was cool.
Cool.
And you gotta like focus yourself into it because if you do it wrong,
yeah.
no, like the thought process that went into this character and creating this
Universe
universe.
is bananas.
Rick
It's like-
Remender outdid himself.
And I'm
with
gonna
this
tell you,
one.
I'm not a Remender fan.
No.
And I really,
I can take him or leave him. Like
Yeah.
I don't despise his existence.
Right,
or
same
anything.
thing. He's not terrible, but he's not like he's never done anything to me like. He got a lot of praise when he was doing the Uncanny Avengers book, and I was kind of
He
like,
did something that I really liked a lot. I don't
Venom.
remember what it was.
I
It wasn't
wonder.
Venom. I don't remember offhand what it was. I have to look it up.
But no,
I'm
I got
really
it. He was
curious.
really
So good.
solid.
I'm really curious who pitched the idea. Like the original concept. Was it him that pitched the original idea? I'd be very curious.
This seems like one of those personal stories that he has cooked up.
for a long time.
Yeah. Like just to give you the general gist of it, there's this family who has been kind of kicked out of their home kingdom because this tyrant named the Mud King took over.
Or the Whisperer or something.
And he
Yeah.
basically he seems to have this power. Like when he talks to you, he has the power of suggestion.
Yeah.
And that's why like the father is like, don't listen to this guy because when you hear him talk, you're like, okay. So the Mud King does not like any loose ends. So after a while, he sends his goons after the family.
Oh,
And goon. One fucking
Yeah.
dude
Which was
with
badass.
a flute.
He was
Yes. I like, what's this
creepy.
bitch of a flute? Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he's just making monsters, demons out of the
seriously.
mud.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mud King. I get it. And then the fucking, like, the way the father gets killed, cheese, like, he gets pulled into the mud and it's just his hand holding up. And
His
he's,
father gets killed. Spoiler.
yeah. What do you want me to tell you?
Edit it out.
I'm a DeLuca. I'm late. That's what happens. And then his son now has to go off on a 2-week journey back to the kingdom and discuss or terms of, I don't know, everybody thinks he's going to surrender to the Mud King, but he's planning to kill him, but you don't know if you can. Like, his father failed, and he was obviously a great warrior.
I want a prequel.
Yeah.
I want to see his father in his prime. I want
Yeah.
to see how the Mud King became the fucking
Well,
Mud
let's
King.
see how this
It's
goes
like-
first. Then
yeah.
we'll go
Maybe
back to
maybe
the
they'll
prequel.
explain that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for issue 2.
Yeah.
If this wasn't like such a mind fuck of a read, it would have made
Yes.
Book of the Week.
You know what's
But you really got to like pay attention to it.
What's really funny is I cannot stand when you have like when you go to sit down on a movie and the first thing you get is like you get like 3 paragraphs of like exposition.
Oh yeah, that whole first page,
page. When I first flipped to that, I was like, "Oh, are you fucking
total
kidding me?
turn
I'm
off.
gonna hate
Total
this."
turn. Yep.
And then I was like, "All right, flip." And then I just started reading, and I'm like, "Oh,
Flip back, read the thing.
yeah."
Like, all right, you got me.
Yeah.
Shit. Flipping back to that first page is just kind of like,
Yeah, I'm sitting there reading it for like a half hour because I read slow. I'm like, okay.
The other thing I really thought was impressive was when you flip to the end and you saw like his Jeremy Opeña's.
That big ass splash page.
No, I'm talking about just the sketches, the
Sketches
character
are gorgeous,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck, man, with this guy? I'm like, holy
His
shit.
sketches better than his sketches. Also, the art in fucking Aliens was horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And his
awful.
sketches were better than the completed shit we see
Yeah.
in Aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about that one big ass splash page with that big Groot looking thing?
Yes. What the fuck was that?
There's all sorts of flying bugs and things running around.
There's so much going on, and like you want it all.
He walks
Yeah.
into town, everybody talking shit about him.
Like he should have released this as a graphic novel this thick or something.
Oh
You
man.
know, Once
so
again-
funny. It's so funny that it feels like almost like a perfect marriage between the writing and the
Art.
art. And so you wonder if it's maybe was like something both of them like were working on together for years, and they actually were finally able to do it.
Could be.
Yeah.
You know?
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe if either one of them are at Comic-Con, we can harass them about it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
I know Remender's not there. I don't know if the painter is.
Maybe we can find something on Skype. Who knows? The Wicked and the Divine, 1831. I was apprehensive on this because I'm not reading the regular series.
I am, even though I'm like a year behind.
Okay.
The whole idea behind Wicked and Divine is every 90 years, for 2 years, a certain amount of gods come back to Earth.
Okay.
Whether it's Lucifer or
Sounds like it.
Athena, Zeus, anyone from any fucking pantheon. So in this one, it takes place in 1831. And it's almost...
So do I have to read the regular story to read this?
I think you do. Mind you, I'm a year behind, but it's like, what's the point of this fucking one-shot? It serves no purpose unless it's something I'm missing in the regular series. So after the 2 years, they die.
Uh-huh.
So if you're chosen to be a god, congratulations, have fun for 2 years, because you're dead.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
And then,
So
like, do you go back into the rotation?
Yes.
Like, put me back in, coach. Not yet.
Like, if you're Lucifer, she can be Lucifer.
Right.
But, she's a chick. But she still has the powers and habits of Lucifer. And so on and so forth. In this case, we have a female Woden. Which is fucking awesome, actually. It's a Morgana, a Lucifer, and I forget the name of the other chick. And there's some issues because they're towards the end of their cycle and they're being depressed, and it's okay, but it's like I was lost, and that kind of hurt my feelings. So it's a weird one.
Would you recommend the regular series?
The reason I'm a year behind is because they fucking started dragging on, and that kind of sucked.
What issue are they up to?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, that's
All right.
what it is. I'm sure I'm at least 10 issues behind. So it's probably in the 20s?
Okay.
Or 18?
Wow.
Let's really quickly talk about Udon's Street Fighter swimsuit special.
Eye candy?
Weird eye candy though, like
Yeah.
No.
you know when I was
Listen, I know you were all getting all hot and bothered for Ryu and that there.
I for the record, I did like the Hadouken brand underwear.
And you would buy them if they were
Oh, I totally would.
Yes, he would.
Totally
And
would.
you know that this motherfucker would sit there and tuck his shirt into the underwear and have the belt.
It's almost
underneath.
begging for you to throw your underwear at somebody.
Hadouken!
Come on!
That's actually pretty cute.
I know.
That's really cute.
Not for nothing, but do y'all remember back in the early 90s when Marvel did the swimsuit special?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit funnier because it was like they were whisked off to a random island and there was, actual text to read. And
yeah,
this is really just
Wait,
pin-up
hold on.
issues.
You actually read it?
I did.
Marvel did it, Image did it,
No, I know.
I only read the Marvel
Chaos
ones.
Comics did it.
Please, Chaos Comics was every issue was a pin-up.
Yeah, but did you read it?
Yeah.
You read them?
Yeah.
One of the funniest
I didn't fucking read
panels
this
from...
Underrooted.
They were actually... Well done. Well
Who
done.
did that one?
Shut up. Oh, no.
Vegetable Tube.
Vegetable Tube.
Nice. Good one.
They were actually like the text bubbles were pretty funny.
Really?
And if
tried.
anybody remembers, there is a panel showing up on screen now of Daredevils in the background looking at Dr. Doom and I forget who else. And Dr. Doom has a blow up doll of Squirrel Girl.
Really?
Hand to God.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's something.
No.
Swear to God.
Wow.
I think that's kind of awesome.
This, and like some of the artwork wasn't even that good. Like if I would have seen Alvin Lee do 32 pages worth of hot fucking Street Fighter pinups, cool.
Right.
But it was just so random, and some of it was like that really super cute anime.
It was all over the place.
I don't know.
No,
I thought it was fun.
no,
It was okay.
No, there's some weird like 6-pack big like butts and
Well, that's how the Street Fighter
Yeah,
artwork
those
kind of
women
is.
can't exist in real life.
no, I know.
Oh, come on. You know you
I
love
know.
the Vega.
But like there's
Great, we just lost 3 fucking viewers.
but wait. But then like you got that and then like what is that?
Oh, they've been doing that all season on the new Street Fighter books. They put
Isn't
these
that
little
called like Chibi art or
chibi.
something? Yeah.
Chibi.
It is Chibi.
Yeah, thanks, Scotty Young.
Pretty much.
Yes.
All his fault.
I don't know.
It's like, why? Why? But on the other hand, the Street Fighter series, Street Fighter Unlimited, just fucking off the hook. It's
What's
ridiculous.
that other series where they're fighting a video game
Elena?
series?
You're going to tell me that's not
That's
going
a great.
No,
that's a
good
great.
one.
Some of them are good. Some of them are not so good.
No, some of them are just really awkward. I will admit that.
The one that they made them beach volleyball.
Oh, Dead or Alive.
Yeah. See, that's just tits and ass.
Yeah.
That was from the beginning, even when they were just fighting in arenas.
That was the point of it.
Street Fighter kind of got that sense after a while with the females. It's like, so...
Yuri or Jiri or whatever her name is.
Well, there's two of them. There's Yuri, Juri, Junie.
The Korean chick. The
I don't
Korean
fucking
chick.
know.
You got 5. I don't even have 5.
Feel the power of the tongue dimension.
Yeah.
Let's bring that back.
No,
Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse. Though, have you seen the trailer for Tekken 7 with Akuma versus Heihachi?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's why Akuma's not in Street Fighter 5. He's over kicking fucking Heihachi's ass in Tekken.
Really?
Reminds me of the X-Men swimsuit comics in the 90s. Yeah, exactly that.
Remember
it is
when
exactly that.
Drew,
Psylocke.
coming out of the...
Uh-huh.
What was that, X-Men 8?
I was about 11 years old, and at that point, that was mind-blowing.
That was, what's her name, coming out of the swimming pool? Phoebe Cates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Fast Times at
version.
Ridgemont High. That's
Yep.
exactly what it was. This doesn't even come close to that.
No, it doesn't.
You
I'll
can skip
admit
it.
that.
Well,
You know what did you do with this? The same thing you would do with the regular sport, the swimsuit edition. When you're in the store, you just kind of flip through
Flip
it.
through it. Yeah.
Be like, oh, okay.
I unfortunately
cute.
have like an entire collection of Street Fighter books, so I had to buy it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself to justify it. That's what I told the people at the store to justify it too.
But you know what? I'm
And they're like, right.
Look, I'm not going to try and
sure.
be mean, but what I find really funny about this is the fact that this swimsuit special was kind of like on par with the swimsuit special of this actual year, because I didn't think this swimsuit issue of this year was actually...
You know, none of the girls actually wear swimsuits anymore. It's all just body paint.
No, I know, but
Or some
there's...
weird fishnet shit with nipples
But-
popping out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
they're-
digitize the nippies out.
They
It's
do.
boring.
They do.
But they do it terribly. Yeah,
They do a
some
terrible,
of them.
They do a terrible job.
Yeah.
But no, like, I've found this year's actual swimsuit special not that good. Like, I found previous years much better. Like, there was the one year where the body paint, like, it was really cool, like, what they did with the body paint. And, like, the girls look really hot. This year, I felt like the photography was kind of lazy. And,
Yeah.
like, they're kind of on par with each other, in my
This
opinion.
was the first year they did that plus-size chick. I forget her name.
Graham, Ashley.
Ashley Grant. She's so fucking hot. I just kind of want to just dive right out.
I kind of like ESPN The Body. ESPN The Body.
Oh, yeah, the
body
body
issue.
issue.
That's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have gymnasts this year.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Hold on.
And just...
Question.
Valiant's Britannia. I'm sorry. I know this is like the one Valiant book that does not have anything to do with the other Valiant books, and I didn't read it.
This takes place in Rome during Nero. And this is somewhat historically accurate because it involves Vesta virgins, which it gets into details in the back of what they were and what not.
They got into details in the back, too.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
There were usually noble Romans, females, who gave themselves up to the temple to work there. They had to commit for at minimum 30 years, and they had to be chaste.
Right.
And this was one of the few times that Roman women had power and influence, if you belong to this cult group, whatever. But this starts out with some kind of weird cult shit happening with one of their sisters. She gets rescued by this centurion. He goes a little batshit crazy. They somehow bring him back to normalcy using their codex, and also letting one of the virgins have him. And then from there, a couple of years later passes by. There's some problems in Britannia with the Druids. And that's pretty much where it ends off.
Was it a Jewish princess?
No.
What do you know? She's a base.
And there's monsters galore. And it's right up your alley. You once you read this shit, I'm sure I'm gonna get a text from you. And the art's pretty good.
You'll probably get that text tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually remember seeing the preview of this, and I wanted to read it, and I had meant to ask you if it was going to be, jump on friendly, or does it tie into any other of the Valiant universe that I should be worried about?
So far, no. Thank you, God.
Okay, good. All right, let's cover our last two bombs from the shadow before we get to our last two books. The first is actually bad news, guys. I don't consider it good news. Some of you out there might, but ABC is planning on rebooting Magnum PI. With a female Magnum.
Is that a sexual innuendo or
no? Sounds it though.
Yeah,
it does sound,
but no.
You know, I don't hate the idea of a female Magnum. I hate the idea of why the hell can't we have a new show with a female like character that's not fucking Magnum PI?
Because Disney is putting their hands into everything.
Shut up, Jeff. I hope she has an epic mustache. That's the only time it'll be acceptable.
Oh, she'll have a bush next time.
But no, Disney is putting their hands into everything, and now you got to like basically go ahead and have a whole bunch of characters that were already existing, suddenly be changed so that everybody and every single
what if she has a hairy chest,
gender, and
what if she has
she can narrate.
Is Higgins going to be a girl too? Are they going to be lesbians?
What if she's post-op? Maybe she was born a man, and
Oh dear.
Don't give him ideas.
Look, to be fair, we have Blind Spot, which is good. We have Agent Carter's new show's coming out soon, which I'm hoping bombs so she can get right back to working on.
Agent Carter?
Yes. Shit, I'm trying to think of more female shit on TV.
Another reboot with a gender change. How creative, said Shut Up Jeff. And our last bomb is Philip Ng is being considered to play Shang-Chi.
Which is fine.
No word yet.
Look, I mean, I googled him before when just taking a look at him.
He's in the Bruce Lee movie coming out soon.
Oh yeah,
which looks very promising.
Yes, it
I was voting for the dude who was
actually.
Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe, but whatever. I'll take it.
This kid looks pretty. I mean, I haven't seen his acting chops or anything, but it looks pretty good.
And it's still consideration, so
yeah,
and Pete might get his wish.
How do I say this? I like him a little better because he looks a little bit more real. He doesn't look as pretty
as Storm Shadow.
As Storm Shadow, the guy who plays Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow looks a little like he belongs in this.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He belongs in there.
He's like a pretty Asian boy.
He's a pretty Asian boy. I like the fact that he looks a little bit more like masculine, in my opinion.
Bruce Lee-ish.
Yeah. Actually, genuinely Bruce Lee-ish.
Okay, fair enough. Last but not least, we've got IDW's Revolution. Now, they've been advertising the shit out of this for the last 2 to 3 months. Basically, this is Hasbro's excuse for their crossover that is going to precede the cinematic universe crossover that we told you about X amount of months ago, and then that became official, maybe beginning of summer, I think? Something like that?
Fuck about it now.
Either way, something is wrong with this thing called Or-13, which is the Earth version of Energon, and it's explosive now. So everybody's blaming the Transformers for the Or-13 exploding. They think basically everyone was just waiting for them to turn on humanity. They think they're being subjugated.
Which before this beginning of the story, it is canon that the Decepticons took over.
Yeah.
After the Autobots left.
And then Optimus Prime came back, freed everybody, but now nobody's trusting them.
Yeah, because he pretty much declared you're part of the World Council, which don't force somebody to join you.
Right, so as far as the Earthlings are concerned, this is kind of like saying, we're in charge, you're with us.
And also Cobra took over the planet for a while.
Cobra did take over the planet for quite a while.
So it's just...
As near as I can tell,
Earth is
this is IDW's later G.I. Joe series continuity.
Yeah.
Cobra still has their own country that they basically bought. So who knows what the fuck is going on here. Now, in the midst of this, you've got General Mannheim, basically affectionately called General Mayhem, who is running Mask. He's the leader of Mask. You've also got Rom, Space Knight, who is hunting down the Dire Wraiths. And the Dire Wraiths, one of their major fuck-ups is that they subjugate and take over the bodies of humans.
At the cost of the human life.
They're basically like body snatchers.
Yeah.
So they have infiltrated all forms of the government. They've infiltrated Joe Colton, like the head of G.I. Joe, is a Dire Wraith. So while G.I. Joe is busy being dickheads, total dickheads.
Douches beyond belief. Like, what the fuck's up with Scarlet?
Scarlet.
What the fuck?
Like, yo, there is just blatant Transformer racism going on.
Yes.
They do not trust these motherfuckers.
I understand, but damn.
Like, here, they're sitting there telling you, like, you're shooting at them. and they're not shooting back at you, and you're still shooting at them, and then you take out bigger guns to shoot at them some more when they tell you, we're not here to fight you. Stop it. We could fuck you up if we wanted to.
They're coming off as bad guys.
Yeah.
Like aggressive, attitude-y, bitchy government.
Do you think this is a reflection of current society with, like, you know, the problems that people have with law enforcement and everything? Is G.I. Joe meant to reflect that in this case? Because they are coming off like the bad guys right now. They're coming off like fucking assholes. Point, right? And that's not the G.I. Joe team that I know. The Joes would listen to reason, like, oh, hey, these guys ain't shooting at us. Let's maybe hear what they have to say. Because, holy shit, they're giant 3-story robots. They could smish us if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They have cannons for arms, for fuck's sake.
Robot lives matter. I understand them hating Rom.
Yeah,
because you can't see Mr. G.I. Joe as a race.
Only Rom has the technology to see the dire rates for what they are.
So when he shows up and blasts him,
just flies like 4 G.I. Joes, and they're like, and because he looks like a Transformer, now any hope of a peaceful agreement is fucked. So the Autobots retreat. First of all, they have a new combiner, Victorion. I've never seen him before, but shit, he's big. He's like 6 stories high.
Gravity shit he does?
Yeah. He basically, like, remember fucking Final Fantasy 8 or 7 with Diablo? He does the fucking gravity bomb. He just lifts everybody into the air.
That's me, dude, not him.
Oh.
I was never the RPG.
Smack the shit out of you. But, like, there's a fucking plane crashing, and he's just like, we don't want to hurt you. I could have. I could throw this at you.
Bang, bang,
he
bang,
just
bang,
puts
bang,
the fucking plane down! So, switching over to ROM Revolution, which is the, you know, little side story here, you find out that the dire rates have infiltrated Joe Colton. That's where it initially happened. But you could tell in the Revolution book, in the core book, when Rom shows up and all of a sudden Joe Colton's like, no, forget the Autobots. Pay attention to that one. Nuke that one.
Yeah, you could tell.
I'm like, okay, he's a fucking dire wraith.
Yeah. He's a bit of a dick.
He knows.
Yeah. And he just, but Rom is also an asshole. He just comes in, nukes the motherfuckers, and dips.
Yeah, he has no shit.
Like, he is just a total, like, alien elitist Space Knight asshole.
Now, was that the way he was back in the day?
I don't know. I've never read the Marvel series.
Didn't you have the
I bought the first issue. I bought it when we were at the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I
never read it.
From Rom. He's been doing this, what, 200 years now?
Something like that, yeah.
He's supposed to be.
Well, the Marvel shit is in continuity. That's all part of it. I don't know how IDW got a hold of it. Is Rom the Uncle Tom of robots? Rom used to be human.
Yeah,
or human-ish. He makes a point to say that in the ROM Revolution book. And now the dire rates are mixing human technology with their black magic. They're basically alien wizards kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now they've got this thing called Axiom, which kind of looks like Pumpkinhead with wings.
Yeah.
What?
Remember Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
They took a suit and used alien magic on it, which made it badass.
And now it's like a bioweapon, and it's like his new big bad.
Okay.
It's a very busy crossover so far.
It is.
It
but
sounds it.
IDW does really good crossovers, so I have faith in it.
But not jump on friendly.
You know what? We haven't seen a modern IDW G.I. Joe book in quite some time. I'm not reading Transformers because they're not fucking jump on friendly. ROM is only up to issue 3.
Okay.
Our boy J.K. Woodward just did that awesome cover for issue 3 where he's flying out of Earth's atmosphere.
Or
it's out this week. Come out this week.
Yeah.
Mask has not yet gotten its own book yet.
This is probably the origin of Mask happening.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
I would say this is about as jump on friendly as you could possibly hope for from a massive crossover this size. Go for it if you're a big fan of like Hasbro 80s stuff, which I am. So I'm going to stick around with this. I wouldn't mind getting like a cool ROM
Which
toy.
crossover is better? The Hasbro one or the Hanna-Barbera one?
Which Hanna-Barbera one? The
one from DC coming out right now.
Yeah. Oh god.
Reimagining one that they're doing.
There's Scooby, Flintstones, Wacky Raceland. What the son of a bitch is the last one?
I forget.
I can't think of the name, but it's good.
It is better than this so far.
It's Johnny Quest, and it's everybody else that didn't get their own book, basically. Johnny Quest, Blue Falcon, fucking everybody, and it's dope. All of the Hanna-Barbera shit is fucking good. I never thought, when I first saw this, I'm like, really? Really? It's good.
Future Quest.
Future Quest.
Thank you.
Gotta say, I think that's better so far.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. Wacky Raceland is fucking. I mean, how great is that?
It's
the artwork
it's
and everything
up.
with the fucking
Especially 'cause
muscle
it's
cars
where
and
it came
shit.
from, too.
Yeah.
Fucking DC. Except for Scooby.
I'm loving Scooby. I'm sorry, but fuck
I
yourself.
flipped through it, and
I know.
No.
I love
flipped
it.
through the first couple and I didn't really.
I like the idea that
much.
he's a failed science experiment. That's why he can talk. Like he was basically being worked on by the government.
There are certain things that are just better left
Are just
unsaid.
are just constants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Scooby talks. Okay, Stewie. Does fucking Lois understand?
Well,
Stewie?
we don't know. It kind
Exactly.
of flips back and forth.
So, but do you want to know that?
Nah, I just accept it.
Exactly.
Right,
All right,
exactly.
Scooby.
All right.
Do you remember when
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
hold on. Do you remember when Tom and Jerry first talked?
Horrible.
Tom and Jerry talk?
Yes.
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 Later on, they talk.
Yeah.
No, I
Lately.
don't remember that.
More lately than before, because
Yeah.
they were such a long time ago.
Yes.
Oh.
That was sacrilege.
Yeah, it was
that was
sacrilege.
blasphemy.
Wait, did Tom have a really crazy deep voice?
No, they both had high pitched
They
voice.
had high-
Jerry had an extremely high pitched voice.
I seem to
was
remember-
it the Magic Ring or some shit they had? No.
No.
I seem to remember him talking to one of the female cats in a
never-
cartoon.
They just said they never spoke to each other.
Yeah, basically they start off the movie.
No, there was.
starts off-
Say, did you ever see that meme? Tom and Jerry had the realest beef ever. There was no words. It was just on site. There was no talking shit. There was nothing. It was just, I'ma fuck you up.
pretty much. But no, I think you and I are thinking the same movie where they start off in the beginning. They like destroy a house. They get kicked out by the owners, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, this is a fine mess you got us into. And it's like, wait, you talk? It's like, yeah, of course I talk. And it's like, wait, you talk?
Wait, all right, I'm gonna bring this shit up. Do you remember Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan?
Oh my god! Why are you bringing that up for?
well, yeah.
Because at the end, the Undertaker is like one of the bounty hunters. This is like when the Undertaker first appeared, and like he
remember.
just lost all street cred for this because he was like the most badass dude in the WWF, still WWF then. And it comes out like after like Hulk Hogan blows up their ship and everything, and he's like, "I'm gonna get you, Ramsey," and he's like, "No wonder you guys never talked."
Yeah.
Minister Matt McIntyre, also known as Relic Lord the Ginger, one of our biggest fans, wrote in a couple of weeks ago and said, "So I was in Georgia last weekend, and I picked up a long box for $50 blind. What came out of it surprised me. Got Witchblades 1 through 10,
Nice.
2 copies of number 1, and also a Wizard 1/2. There was also a half issue of Evangeline, Dark Child. The Dark Child, a couple of Dark Childs was signed, no COA, but you know, whatever. So my question is, what is your best blind guys or random big buys? I don't think I've ever bought a blind box like that.
No.
You just don't. You don't really get that here because I actually just got finished having this conversation earlier today. When it comes to comic books, especially nowadays, people see them and they're just like their eyes light up with fucking dollar signs no matter what they have.
Just even going back,
In
New York.
our areas,
In New
Yeah.
York, there was
In our
never.
There was always flea
No,
markets. That was like your best bet.
Yeah.
I think in the middle of Nebraska.
Yeah, no, but it's different. Like even when I was like down in Virginia, and you know, over the summer, it like people would have like like garage sales, and they still would be selling comics. Like I remember when we were here in the kids, but the city's gotten so big. It's just we don't have that kind of stuff here.
But even
anymore.
back in the day, like
don't.
you could never find. Like I remember there was this one guy trying to sell comics back when I was like 12 or 13. He had Amazing Spider-Man 60, and to me that was
That was-
like
yeah, holy
that was
shit.
like holy shit. That's down into just double digits. And the guy wanted like I remember at the time he wanted $30. So to me, of course, my 12-year-old self,
you-
$30 was like holy shit.
much.
But you know
Right.
what? You remember this shady tactic? I remember this when we were kids, and I never fell for it. But I remember me and Pete seeing this a lot when we were kids. They would put like 2 really good books on top of
yeah.
the pack. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And
Grab
then
bag.
Grab bag. But they put 2
And
really
then you
good.
got NFL Super Pro in the middle.
Yeah.
Remember
Not for
that?
nothing, I would really love a Super Pro book.
Team America was another one.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Where
Human
it would
Fly.
be like they would give you. So that kind of always made me, I guess, now as an adult, get turned off to like blind.
Your best bet was to
With
find
blind-
shit
yeah.
at a flea market that people just didn't have the price marked right, or
Right,
they just
yeah.
didn't know what it was because it was popular. Absolute wrote in, and it's funny that this question got asked. I believe it was last week, but I saved it for this week. She said, "What is everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream?" Today is actually National Ice Cream Day.
That is true.
I had ice cream for lunch with my coworkers.
Tell you what, let's start over here and we'll work our way around.
All right.
Let's start with the fat guy, huh?
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Fucked up.
No, shit. Oh, I would say chocolate.
Straight up chocolate.
Straight up chocolate.
Good chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
No
Godiva.
shitty chocolate. I never tried Godiva like ice cream.
Really?
I don't think I've ever had Godiva ice cream either.
Vanilla, but it has to be with vanilla beans in it.
Yeah.
Because without it, it's like, what the fuck are you giving me? You know, it's like, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna either go.
Oh, really? Come on, you gotta think.
Yeah, I gotta think. I'm either gonna go.
Damn, your husband was just like, I know you better than you know you.
Apparently. I'm either gonna go for coffee with chocolate chips in it, or I'm gonna go with cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream's a nice choice.
That's always a good option.
Although it's gotta be, once again, good cookies and cream, because sometimes, like, there's this one place that I went to where it's just like it was all cookie and no ice cream. It's got to be like a nice.
It's got to be a
Ice
nice mix of
cream and no
cookies
cookie.
and cream.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate when it's mostly cream and no cookie.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what gets my.
It's like, oh great, I got vanilla ice cream.
Pretty much.
Thanks.
My favorite is, as we saw last week, I do love strawberry, and every now and then when the bug bites me, I like a nice butter pecan.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm 60, somewhere in here.
Yeah, my father used to love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one once in a while. It is good.
Yeah, it's not one you can have all the time.
No.
But
I could. Briars, don't even get me started on Briars. Like,
And all of us are picking different ones. I love me some chocolate chip cookie dough.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not my favorite.
And
Coffee.
Do you like coffee
wow.
ice cream?
Yes.
My father likes coffee ice cream.
I like coffee ice cream. Coffee with chocolate chips in it.
Coffee with chocolate chips would be better.
Yeah.
And I just need to give a shout out to Ben and Jerry's. I don't count those as flavors because they're fucking crazy. 2 scoops or 3 scoops? Just 2 is fine.
Two is
Just
fine.
2 is fine.
Two is fine.
it's a lightweight treat.
Ben and Jerry's came out, and I haven't seen it in a long time. It was called Turtle Soup, and it was vanilla with caramel swirl with chocolate-covered cashews.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
That sounds good.
That's
Yo.
really good.
It was fucking amazing.
You going to the Philly Marathon, right? You said
We're thinking
Probably.
about it. Yeah.
Franklin Fountain.
Franklin Fountain.
It's in the Old Town. It's right next to the bridge, actually.
Okay.
Oh my God, their Sundays is bananas. Like $7. But oh my God.
I mean, you got to go to Eddie's Sweet Shop right over here in Queens,
have
man.
you gone to
I've heard of
Eddie's?
it, No.
Eddie's is legend.
You've
It's
never.
over next to Peter Pan.
Metropolitan Avenue.
All the way up.
Yeah, just past Woodhead. You know where Royal Collectibles is?
Oh shit.
Past
It's
there.
right. It's
Past
just
there.
past it.
It's not.
How many people
no.
here have a car? See my hand not going up?
He has a car
And
too.
there used to be a movie theater.
Fish food and turtle soup would be a combo.
right across.
Nice, Darth Myers. Nice.
Trees.
That's fucking deep.
Comic Book Find said, are you more excited for Justice League or Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Guardians.
Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy
Guardians.
for me.
Justice League.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. I think this will be the first DC movie actually done right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many DC movies have there been?
No, I'm just saying.
How many DC? But
I don't know. Three?
Wait,
And how many of them
we're
have
not
been good?
including Green Lantern, right?
No, including Green Lantern.
Oh, we are?
Also,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
4.
Oh, I wasn't.
Okay.
Green Lantern, Man of Steel, BVS, Suicide Squad, Justice League would be number 5.
Okay. How many of those have been good? Yeah, I thought so.
But that's why I'm excited for it. This is the one I'm holding out hope for.
I'm not until they prove otherwise.
Don't.
I'm genuinely excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes.
I
The
am.
continuation and just the music alone, forget it.
Yes.
James Gunn. So so long as he stays on it.
Yeah, I'm not counting that
excited
because Vegetable Tube said Green Lantern is not the DCEU.
It isn't, but still, yeah. But it is still. a bad one they
Nevertheless,
did.
all of these cats, Guardians, and the cheese stands alone with Justice League.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not
Yeah.
happily
I'm
excited for
about
like
it.
Guardians,
I am
I'm
so
like-
excited for Guardians. I love the first one.
Especially-
One of the few movies Trish doesn't hate.
And as for more fan questions, Jorge Burgos said, what are the Pete's Basement plans for NYCC? We're going to be there all 4 days.
Yeah.
Shoot me now.
Tree.
Shoot me now. Got permission, bro, said yes, the Street Fighter swimsuit special. Geektastic Dad said, not a question, but I'm meeting Stan Lee tomorrow at the Cincinnati Comic Expo
Yeah.
and can't wait. Awesome, bro. Get some
That's so
pictures and
awesome.
let us know what you get signed.
NYCC, I'm trying to get my Amazing 700 signed by him because I'm up to like 30 friggin' autographs on that book.
Good shit.
I think it's more than that.
Dyma Spider said, are you guys reading the Karnak series right now? If
Yes.
so, thoughts?
Good shit.
I'm behind. I read issue 1.
Well, I'm a little behind too, but he's a good asshole. That is a good, well-written asshole.
On a scale of 1 to 10, just let me fucking watch the shit right now. On a scale of 1 to just let me fucking watch the shit right now, how excited are you for Luke Cage on the 30th? Just let me watch the shit right now.
Yeah.
I might actually have to binge this whole series.
Me too. I already told my wife. Sweetie,
I'm looking forward to it.
September 30th.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're not married.
I hear it starts a little slow, but I hear that it really, like...
Picks it up.
It nails it.
I can't fucking wait. Luke Cage has always been one of my favorite characters since the New Avengers.
No, we did not talk about Lucifer or Gotham.
We did not talk about Lucifer or Gotham. Okay, we'll get to that right after questions. Good call. B. Andrews 28, or Bandrews, but I think it's B. Andrews, said, who would win in a fight, the Hulk or Yoda? I go with Yoda.
I would go with Yoda.
Yoda.
I don't think the Hulk would get near him.
Nope.
You think so? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Father Chief said, there's rumors Ghost Rider will be featured in the Netflix Punisher show, and there may be a fight between Frank and Robbie. Who do you have your money on? Well, Father Chief, we just bombed that earlier this episode.
Yes.
So, yes, the Punisher is going to show up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the season finale, and that's going to bring Ghost Rider into the Punisher series on Netflix. There is no way the Punisher should be able to stand up against Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Frank, don't get me wrong. But no, my money's on Ghost Rider.
But we win when we see like Punisher cut loose on him.
Right.
Just shooting the fuck out
So
of
I
him.
think, but see, that's the other thing. Robbie doesn't have the experience to take on a guy like Frank.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
But you know what? Go back to the going back to Danny Ketch. Remember when Johnny Blaze first showed up? Ghost Rider kicked his ass until he accidentally gave him the Hellfire shotgun. And it wasn't until that when all of a sudden Johnny Blaze was able to turn the table on him.
Somebody asked, how do you even kill Ghost Rider?
You don't.
Hellfire.
Yeah, well, that's
In at least Danny Ketch wise, it was Hellfire.
That's true. But
Holy water?
A good fire hose ought to do the trick.
I don't know. Somebody more powerful than...
I'm gonna make this Sharpie disappear.
Outbreak 666 said, have you guys seen Kubo and the Two Strings? It's epic as fuck.
No,
Really?
it looks good.
Really? I had no interest in it
I wanted
whatsoever.
to see it.
Animation wise, I think it looks really interesting.
I wanted to see it. I really did. I was one of the ones that I was looking at. But, you know, it's so funny. It didn't, like, it kind of got mixed reviews a little bit. But, like, they really were promoting the heck out of it. And it's one of the ones I really want to see. Maybe we should go check it out so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's put it this way: if it's good, we talk about it during the show. If it's not, well, we know where it ends up.
On my show.
So last but not least, Gotham and Lucifer premiered this week. I'm watching Gotham almost out of
Duty?
duty. Yeah. Because it's
duty.
no, it's duty. It's duty. Ivy grows up by getting touched by an old man whose power it is to make people old.
Yeah.
Why can't, like, all of the motherfucking freaks that escape from Arkham, none of them could be an actual villain? Is anyone in there an actual villain?
Think how gross that is. Like,
She got touched by an old man?
besides that, we all see we've posted pictures of this new girl. She's fucking gorgeous.
Oh, man.
With the mind of a little girl.
12-year-old, right.
Ew.
In theory, or her mind got old too.
That's the...
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm watching Gotham out of, like, loyalty. I DVR them and I'm never in a rush. I only just finished catching up the day before it fucking the new season
It's
premiered.
a wonderful cast, too.
It is.
I never got into it from the get-go.
I was more
I didn't
into
like
this
the first couple.
Duty.
Yeah.
when it seemed like they were building toward Jim Gordon becoming Batman. it was more interesting because it was an Elseworld story. They were free to do whatever the fuck they pleased. Now that we have it on good authority from the Shadow that they are in fact going the Bruce Wayne Batman route by the end of season 5.
Yep.
Now look, let's just weigh our fucking options here for a moment. If you've got Greg Berlanti planning a Batman and the Outsiders show, which we told you about several weeks ago, maybe the beginning of summer, I want to say. Now you're going to get the general public who is not mentally prepared for 2 Batman shows, so one of these has got to go. Yep. Obviously, it's going to be Gotham, but now people are going to say, oh, well, we just had a Batman show. What's going on here? Where's the rest of the cast? Why isn't the kid playing Batman? Why isn't Ben McKenzie Jim Gordon? What's going on? I hate this show.
He was annoying in this season. I don't like him as a bounty hunter character.
No, he's an idiot.
You say that they were not ready for 2 Batman. What about 2 Flash?
All right, Flash, at the very least, has a history of breaking through dimensions. So, although it might be confusing for people, I think you could more readily get away with it with Flash than you could Batman.
I haven't watched Gotham like diligently. I haven't. I'll be honest, but it feels very muddy to me in the sense.
That's a good term.
No, that I'll agree.
In the sense, there's just too many people all the time. You know, like at least with Flash, you introduce somebody, you give them a good episode or 2 to get adjusted. Like when you introduce, you know, like each of the characters, they're put to the forefront, and then it's like, okay, then we bring the focus back to the Flash. It's well structured. Gotham is very muddy. It's
I don't deny.
It's like so many people all the time.
But the general public, I don't think, is ready for.
I want to disagree with that
transition. Really,
I want to disagree with that.
Okay, you're welcome to do that.
I think that, I mean, with the way that geek culture and all these movies.
I'm not talking about geek culture. I'm talking about the general public that watches TV. People like my mother, who was, is she gonna understand what's going on, or am I gonna have to sit down and explain this for 5 hours?
Well, does your mother go to movies?
Sure,
on a regular basis.
Well, I take her to the comic book movies. She loves them.
But would she go on her own?
Well, no. I mean, who goes to the movies by themselves? It's weird.
I do.
Yeah,
I know I was throwing a dig at you. I didn't know I was throwing a dig at you, too.
And me, too.
But all right, fair enough.
Over here.
You have a wife. Why do you go by yourself?
Why do I go by myself?
Howard the Duck?
All right, fair enough.
No, I'm going to agree with Pete on this, though, because, like, for example, not the funny story, but, like, I was in the ladies' room today, right? And this woman's like, my name's Ivy, and, like Poison Ivy is like, oh, like, you know, the character from Batman. And she's like, yeah, like, Gotham. Do you watch that show, Gotham? You know, there's a girl, her name's Ivy on it. And, like, you know, there's, like, it's really interesting, but I'm very confused. And she's, like, an older woman, and she's telling me she's confused about it. So
I have to explain it to a lot of people at work. As much as there are a lot of geeks, you know, taking over and watching TV and, you know, going to the movies and everything, and geek culture is everywhere now, there's still that undercurrent of, for lack of a better term, normalcy.
Right.
So it's, I think it was Vegetable 2 that just said, Pete, can you use Batman 66 transitions for the show? I'm not sure. I would love to, but I don't want to get sued either. I don't know if I can do that. Lastly, Lucifer. I love this show.
Yeah, it's good shit.
This is so good. And really not a lot happened in this episode. Besides, like, I'm just dying for somebody to believe him. He constantly is telling people, like, why can you do that? I'm the devil. Yes, she did.
Damn it.
Yes, she did. She's so pretty in a very odd way.
Yes, in a very Eastern European modelish type of way. Like her eyebrows, you know.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you guys find all the time to, you know, like, watch these shows, watch these movies, read these comics?
I don't sleep.
It's called not to have, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Fuck sleep.
No sleep till Brooklyn, literally.
Yeah. This also means we, like, I know I'm behind on a lot of books because I just read the ones to prioritize shit.
Like, I really, like, I will go through stints where I'll just burn through, like, fucking 20 books because I have some free time and I'm being too lazy to sit at the computer and, like, edit something. But did you guys hear they're making a show on Hulu based on the comic Postal? I despise that idea because I don't like fucking Hulu shows. I'm never gonna watch it, but I like the comic Postal, so
another
I would love to see
$9 that we'd have to spend.
Right, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
On top of Amazon Prime, on top of Netflix.
Fucking ridiculous.
On top of HBO Now.
Everybody trying to cash in on shit. Like, no, how about we just have a monopoly on Netflix and call it a day?
I'm all for that.
But on the other hand, Shut Up, Jeff, I think it's a great idea. I love Postal.
Yeah.
Another book, like you said, I'm behind on, but I liked it.
Like Chew.
Chew, I'm up to date.
I'm not, and it's going to end in 3 more issues.
I can't believe it's already up to 58.
Yeah.
It's ending soon.
There are
shit.
very few books that I am totally and completely, unequivocally up to date, and I wait for the new ones. And I think if I had to just run down a quick list of, and I'm assuming you could just call these my favorite books at this point because I make sure that I've read them.
These
Chew,
are a few of his favorite things.
Flash, Unfollow, which I told you about to make sure you read. This shit, Night Trap, which ends this issue. Crazy, awesome horror story from Lion Force Comics. This motherfucker, Slayer, the heavy metal Santa Claus.
That sounds up my alley.
Oh, dude, this is issue 3, but yo, what if Lobo met Santa Claus and had an unholy love child? That's this book.
So is it kind of like Lobo's Paramilitary Christmas?
Punisher is another book.
Of course.
The Santa Claus name passes on from generation to generation, and this new kid is into fucking punk and metal and everything. I think I told you he leaves a kid a AC/DC album, no Motorhead.
Yeah,
left him a Motorhead album for Christmas.
Puppet Master.
Yo, Action Lab's got some fucking dope as fuck books, man. You
need to read Harrow County.
Yeah, it's Action Lab.
I agree.
Oh, I'm up on Harrow County. Okay, I am. You got me into that, and I love it.
Fucking TV show.
That is crazy.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Yes, I am reading that. Anything else? Oh, this shit just started up again. Harold Lovecraft and Tesla. It's a team up with H.P. Lovecraft and Nikola Tesla.
That's right up. That's all you.
So good. I caught up on G.I. Joe. I don't even know fucking why.
You caught up on Spider-Man?
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that.
I haven't read the new one yet.
I didn't read the new one, but we're not going to talk about it either way. The only one I am... but thanks for reminding me. I am all caught up on Spider-Man, the Miles Morales shit, and that is awesome. That's the best Spider book on the market, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You're not bothering with Spidey?
No.
Actually, Spidey...
He likes it, though.
Spidey's not half bad. It's not great, but you know what it is? It's a fix of old Spidey.
Trying to eat dinner and watch Pete's Basement gets messy. Sorry, man. But if you're laughing, hey, that's a good sign for us.
There you go.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you're reading. We always love to hear from you guys. And if you pick something up on one of our suggestions, we definitely want to hear about it. Right now, you could do a lot worse than picking up this Skyborn shit. I picked up an autographed one from Frank Cho at Midtown Comics for $10. That is a really awesome book. And what was that other one that we told you guys about that Mr. Big Geek, I believe, picked up? Oh, Animosity. That is good shit as well. Also, The Life and Undeath of Judd Glennie. I think it was Action Lab. That was good. That just come out with issue 2. Guys, we suggest a lot of weird indie books. So if you can't find them, go on eBay, and that's probably your best bet. I can't imagine
websites. A lot of times,
you can order it straight from the core website. Hit us up, questions@peachbasement.com, facebook.com/peachbasement. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr and Pinterest and everything else at Pete's Basement. For those of you who have been asking, Trish Hates Movies is coming. We're just finalizing the graphics so we can get it right the first time. And as soon as those are ready, we'll have the first 2 episodes up. And you can stay tuned for episode 3 in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Let us know if you're going to New York Comic Con. And hit us up. The easiest way to hit us up is probably to instant message us through Twitter or Instagram. As the kiddies would say, slide into our direct messages, slide into the old DMs.
Really?
Let us know where you're at, and we'll try to run into you, take a couple of pictures and everything.
Yeah.
Feel free to stop us and ask us if you know.
Yeah, fucking harass us. Just
I had a couple of people stop me a couple times, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is awesome.
I'm all about hugs.
don't sneak up from behind me, because I'll fucking headbutt your ass.
Yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Wait, he's done that to me. It's a very bad idea.
We'll see you guys next week.
Pete's Basement is copyright 2015, Ripped Productions and Pete's Basement, LLC. All rights reserved, so go fuck yourself.
Pete is the only person that I know that texts in slang.
I text how I talk, yo. The only thing bad about California are fucking earthquakes and pineapples on pizza. I just can't wait to get on the road again, singing songs and playing music with my friends. I just can't wait to get on the road.
He just played his white
again.
card.
Yes.
And that
Come
was
on,
an
man.
uber
Everybody
white
likes
card.
Willie Nelson.
So how's that stomach feeling anyway?
My stomach is actually A-okay.
How's your asshole?
My asshole is even better. I'll tell you this much. You know, traffic on the exit ramp was A-okay. But I am alive, I am well, and I did it, and I don't have to ever fucking do it again.
Until they come out with a new
Until
one.
they come out with a new one.